In this video, I will talk about experiments of Dr. Fahy. He called it rejuvenation, but I'm afraid it is actually faster aging. In this slide, Greg Fahy, together with David Sinker, another person who is active in this area, in 2021. And you see that it's funny to see how they color in the hairs and try to be younger than actually look younger, but again, it's not so. David Sinclair even used Botox, and not only coloring the hair, but using Botox and other cosmetic procedures to look younger. So it's actually shame on them. So, as always, I recommend you to download this presentation as PDF file from the link in the description. You will get access to the source of information, and also so you can read it, and it is more productive than to watch this video, I believe. But again, okay, let's go. Okay, in 2019, Dr. Greg Fahy, and he is now 74 years old, and his team conducted a clinical trial. So you can go by clicking on the link, you can go to the publication. And this publication demonstrated that daily injections of growth hormone combined with dietary supplements including zinc, selenium, metformin, and DHEA and vitamin B3 led to thymus regrowth and epigenetic age reversal of 2.5 years after 1 year of treatment. These results were later replicated and confirmed in 2023-2024. You can again go watch these videos. He presented, and additionally functional changes were observed in the treated group, such as increase in lymphocyte count and low resting heart rate, reduced diastolic blood pressure, and increase in lean body mass, plus 1.2 kilo in average. And however, 3 years after the discontinuing the treatment, participant epigenetic age returned to the baseline level. So I discussed this results in my video in the presentation. You can read it in more details. And actually, I was following this trial and tried on myself this protocol, and I failed to see any improvement actually. So we will talk about this again. Here it is again. It's funny to see how color of his hair is changing over time. It is certainly he is trying to get to look younger, but it fails. Okay, Dr. Fahy recommends a Mediterranean diet, which is again the scam. This is blue zone diet scam. It's absolutely disgusting, I believe. Sorry. Reducing, but he also tried to reduce fast-acting carbohydrates like sugars and carbohydrates like rice and grains and bread, and emphasizing plant-based foods. Despite claims of rejuvenation, I have serious doubts about the trial effectiveness, in particular an increase in lymphocyte count known as lymphocytosis can result from various physiological and pathological conditions, including viral and bacterial infections, chronic inflammation, allergic reactions, autoimmune diseases, stress responses to trauma or surgery, growth hormone therapy, and DHEA supplementation. So it is again, so if people use DHEA or growth hormone therapy, it is very common that high count of this lymphocyte cells. Beyond an increase in muscle mass, which is probably due to DHEA supplementation, individuals consuming low cholesterol and high amounts of phytosterols from the plant-based foods, I see no compelling evidence on functional rejuvenation, and I will discuss this issue in my videos 2 and 3. You can go and presentations, read presentation if you like again. So it is really very strange results, and I don't agree with the claims of rejuvenation at all. Dr. Fahy believes that immunosenescence is a key driver of aging and aims to preserve immune system function. He claims that a combination of DHEA, metformin, and growth hormone daily injections is necessary for epigenetic age reversal. However, epigenetic clocks, which are widely used for aging, as aging biomarkers, cannot be reliable. Deviation in epigenetic clock measurements range from 3 to 9 years, so it is not certain how to, if you try to get your biological age, even measurements will give you deviation 3 to 9 years, and this is more than claimed 2.5 years age reversal in his experiments. Moreover, the observed reduction in diastolic blood pressure in the trial suggests that increased arterial stiffness, a hallmark of vascular aging, indicating that protocol may actually accelerate aging of the cardiovascular system, but not reverse it. Okay. The Rejuvenation program is now commercially available in the United Kingdom and the United States. While price and details remain unclosed to the public, similar-longevity clinics often charge membership fees ranging from tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, with some clinics charging upward of $50,000 American dollars for a single visit. Human growth hormone injections alone typically cost between $1,000 and $5,000 American dollars per month, depending on dosage and potency. Intervene Immune, it is a company co-founded by Dr. Fahy, offers a year-long treatment regimen targeting age-related immune decline. The program includes 5 to 10 blood draws, consultations, and up to 5 physician appointments, with the busiest period occurring in the first months. For precise price and details, you can contact this company and visit their website. They don't give the price, but okay, you can ask at least. I track my blood pressure and resting heart rate to estimate the biological age of my cardiovascular system and evaluate the impact of supplements and lifestyle changes. 2 years ago, I followed a 6-month protocol similar to that of Dr. Fahy, including human growth hormone injections, DHEA, zinc, vitamin B3, berberine, instead of metformin because it's safer. Also intense resistant exercise, again what was recommended, and a high protein carnivore diet in difference from this Mediterranean diet. While I experienced limited gains in muscle mass and strength, my pulse pressure increased, similar to what Dr. Fahy observed, suggesting that this protocol accelerated cardiovascular aging rather than reversing it. Given the high cost and lack of any rejuvenation, I abandoned the protocol because again I paid for these 6 months injections of growth hormone, and it was quite expensive. I gave up. Absolutely no result. I mean, I was absolutely not satisfied with the results. So again, you can click on this picture and go to the source of information. This is estimations, theoretical curves, but they are derived from experimental data, how the pulse pressure, this difference between systolic and diastolic blood pressures, how it is changing over time or with aging, and you see it is going almost exponential over time. And I am quite well-trained person, so I belong to group 1, and group 1 is like, I have estimated my biological age of the cardiovascular system, something about maybe 50 or 45, something like about here. Okay, so, but I'm, in this month, I'm 68 years old. So, and mortality depends on can be calculated from resting heart rate, and my heart rate is below about 50, so it is below 60, and so it's low mortality rate, but it includes all causes, even accidents, so it is okay. You have to take care about this, but definitely it is on the minimum. In October 24, October 24 last year, I was injured. I will talk maybe about this nasty accident. It is very, I'm in Thailand. It is again quite interesting information for people who decide to retire in Thailand. So it needs more details. And also I received 2 tetanus vaccine injections, okay, because I was injured with blood deep wounds. Common side effects include pain and swelling that is spreading to the whole body over time. It was, in my case, so. And 1 week after vaccination, my pulse pressure spiked to 50, or a range of 50-55 millimeters of mercury. Over past 4 months, I have been gradually recovering, with my pulse pressure now ranging from 38 to 42 millimeters of mercury compared to 37 millimeters of mercury before vaccination. Today, for example, I measured it was 39 again in this range. So I'm recovering certainly, but and if you see it here, so it is 50. It is, if it is 50, it is a range of 60 years old for my age group. So it's I am trying to recover and to rejuvenate my body, because this injections of virus ignite inflammation certainly and accelerate aging. So my current regimen includes regular aerobic exercise, not muscular, not strength exercise, but aerobic exercise. I decided it works better for me. So I do about 3 hours of cycling or 2 hours of swimming with fins, maybe 5-6 times a week. And I reduced meat consumption recently, okay, because again, you can go and to my proposals, it is quite strange. So I increased intake of amino acids instead. So I reduced meat consumption, but increased intake of amino acids and consume more than 100 grams daily. And amino acids such as lysine, glycine, glutamate, and taurine. Additionally, I consume more than 100 grams of resistant starch. I buy cassava starch here, and it is resistant starch, so it is like white powder, quite cheap, below $1 per kilo. And I swallow it with cold water, and I drink also milk, and eat beef liver pate and up to 7 high-quality eggs a day. But again, as I started to use so much of amino acids, my consumption of eggs reduced. Sometimes I cannot consume, satiety is so high that I can consume more than 4 eggs a day. Even if I try just no hunger at all, but it's good. Muscles are growing. I see that muscles growing. Endurance is improving, both because I recover from this injury and especially these vaccine injections, but also it is because of aerobic exercises. So this my measurements were a year ago, February 2024. You see that it is pulse pressure was 37 and heartbeat rate was in range of 52, 53, 51. So it's now again I have almost the same like 53, 52 pulse resting heart rate and but not 37 but 38, 39. Yeah, but again it takes time. As I explained in one of my videos, this is very easy way to estimate are you rejuvenating or you're hurting yourself. What happen if any injections, your pulse pressure will go up in a matter of weeks, 1 week or even days. So it is very useful tool to estimate are you doing properly or not. So And also, as I consume a lot of glycine, glycine is very cheap in Thailand. So after glycine, and there were experiments which demonstrated that release of natural release of growth hormone increase more than 2 times after about 90 minutes. After 90 minutes of the only 12 gram of glycine. I take more. I take maybe 20 gram at night in 2 times probably, and I see that it's very helpful, very helpful. So it's better muscle grow better, and the fat is burning. So okay, the goal of my project is to develop affordable rejuvenation program for individuals with moderate or low incomes. This is, again, I want to help as many people as possible. So, and again, I don't have any support, official support in this. I don't make this expensive treatments or procedures, and I don't make big money in difference from David Sinclair and Dr. Fahy. So I work for most of our planet population. So people can follow, anybody can follow. It's again very affordable. So despite the risk of self-experimentation, I remain optimistic about the results. I see that again, at least I try to slow down aging or even rejuvenate my body. And my approach saves time and money on shopping and cooking while improving overall health. Again, it depends. Saving our money depends on how cheap you can get the amino acids in Thailand. They are very, very cheap. So you can find prices in my previous videos. And compared to meat, for example, it is consumption of glycine and lysine and taurine is much cheaper, and again, it improves health just visually. So it is widely, if widely adopted, my proposals could extend human longevity and also health longevity, and reduce agriculture environment impact, because all these amino acids are produced from carbohydrate by fermentation, by bacterial fermentation. So no need to grow fish or cattle. So it is really cheap, really cheap. It's not only, and also this monocrops like cassava and potatoes and cassava to produce carbohydrates and particular starch are easy to grow, and they are not destroying the environment. So it is very, very healthy, very, very environmental friendly agriculture. So okay, you can see my video and presentation about this in more details. However, I recognize that most people are drawn to the idea of a miracle cure with a procedure, supplement, or diet, and they are ready to pay $1,000 American and not saving money, but spending all the accumulated wealth on the medical professionals. Okay, this is again, it's not what I am doing. But again, for example, now it is carnivore diet is promoted for health benefits, and for young age it is very beneficial. I started with this, and I confirm that it is very well working for people in terms of burning fat and feeling more active. But now I go further, one step further. I replace proteins in animal-based proteins with amino acids, because proteins are not properly digested in older age, and also not only in older age, even in breastfeeding, in babies with breastfeeding, they only about half or maybe 60% of milk proteins are digested and used as amino acids in the blood, and the rest is going out, as feces. And this is they consumed by bacteria. So again, so it is over time it leads to toxin accumulation and shorter longevity. So think about this. I propose a very big change in the diet, and if you are interested to live long, and I believe that it is the way to go, the way to live 1,000 years or maybe forever young. And again, without any official support of my project, it will take long to demonstrate the radical rejuvenation of body and prove my findings, the validity of my findings proposal. It is so. Unfortunately, I am quite sure that I am doing well and doing the right things, and these findings are like revolution. So if people can live up to 1,000 years, we can travel between stars, not only between our planets of our system, but between stars. So it's very, very beneficial. Okay, so that's all for this video. You can ask questions in the comments. Please spread this information, subscribe to my channel, and again, if you want to support my channel, you are welcome. And then you will get some benefits, like you can ask personal questions, and you can talk with me or be in contact with me with email. And over time, I will establish a website and artificial intelligence based system to answer your questions quick. So again, it is very affordable, guys. Okay, that's all.